What is good, guys? Sacoz back at it with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a clean gradient UI website, a website design, however you want to call it. And I really like this website design, especially because it's so clean. And it's just like a clean gradient. It's blue to green. You will see it in a minute. But I just really like this one. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to teach you how to do it. We're going to be using Adobe Photoshop, which it's paid if you get the Creative Cloud and all of that jazz. And I think Adobe XD is free, I don't know, but I just decided to do it in Photoshop because it's way easier. So before we start, remember to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SacozYT. If you need any designs done, then hit me up in those social media. And subscribe to the channel if you want to become a Sacoz Poller. Yes, I just decided that stupid name for, what, 64 people? But I'm just really thankful to have you all watching and staying tuned to my videos. Without anything else to say, let's just get right into this tutorial. Alright, so I found this stock image, right? It's actually vertical. Let me show it to you. So I found this stock image in Unsplash. If you guys don't know, Unsplash is a great place to find stock photos. It has some abstract textures as well. I just really like that website. And I was just browsing through because I did some photo manipulation in the past, right? But like I sucked at it, so I just thought that with my knowledge in graphics, right, I may be able to make it better. But I just came through this and I said I need to show Sacoz Pollers what we can do with this photo. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna resize it in a 1920x1080 canvas to use it as our background. And remember, this is just a landing page. If you're designing like a website for real, you may need to scroll down on the landing page and do several pages and stuff. But we're only gonna do the landing page in this one. So what we're gonna do is we are going to left click, go to blending options, so just double click, and then the layer style is gonna come up. So we're just gonna add a gradient overlay. I already have my gradient overlay, but this is where you guys' creativity come in. I believe this is a very basic color scheme, and I just think it looks good. But we may try this one, for example, if you want, or you may try, I don't know, whatever you want. You can just play with the colors around and see what looks good. If you think it fits for it to be only black and white, then do that. If you believe it's green or yellow, then do that. But I just really liked my blue and green, and I'm gonna just give you the hex. This is 0010E1 for the blue, and the green will be 13B706. So they're at different ends. There's not like some like right over there or something. It's just a totally different ends, and just put it new if you want to save it for future projects, or if you're gonna design future landing pages, then this is a way better way to do it. Or you can save it as layer styles, whatever you really want. And just clarifying, I have done a tutorial on Photoshop, and that's because I needed to do a specific thing in Photoshop, and I just wanted to do it all. But Adobe XD is better for web design as it's simple. Photoshop, it's more for you with like do banners and stuff. This is way better for you. But the programs I use the most will be Adobe XD and Illustrator, because I do like to work a lot with UI and branding, so that's why I use that. And you already saw what we're gonna do, so we're just gonna close this because I already exported it. This is the original picture, and this is the background image that we're gonna use. Now you want to open Adobe XD, and this is the website that we're going to be creating today. Now I believe I don't have another one, so what I'm gonna do is just gonna new, and then this is very important, make a canvas size that is exactly the one you saved the Photoshop background is, because we're gonna use that background. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna add text over it and stuff, and this works with many other ways. You can do separate masks of photo and add gradients to that one, or you can just do a photo manipulation, or the Sue effect I did on one of my videos, save it as a PNG and then put it in here. Whatever you want to do, you can be very creative with the combination Photoshop and Adobe XD. Same with Illustrator and Adobe XD. So now I'm just gonna keep that there. Doesn't really bother me, to be honest. And then we're just gonna drag in our photo. I don't know what that is. We're gonna drag in this photo, and it should fit perfectly in the canvas. If it doesn't, then you must have done something wrong, either in Photoshop dimensions, either in exporting, or either in sizing yourself for Adobe XD. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go over the skills that took to do this. I don't want you to copy me. I don't want you to put this on your Instagram. I don't want to see this on my landing page. I really don't. I'm just telling you the skills, some skills that I took. So for example, the hierarchy I took, and then a simple logo concept, and then just technical hierarchy and website design, and how to fit everything properly. So I took, as this image is kind of like a woman in the middle of absolutely nowhere, I took Adventure Starts With Us, and the company is gonna be Travel what? Hold on. Travel Table. I just went into a name generator, the Shopify one, and then put travel, and then literally that's one of the first things that came up. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add a text that says Adventure Starts With Us, and then we're gonna make a simple logo concept that you should be doing in Illustrator, or you should be given, but in this case it's just portfolio project or just for fun project, so it doesn't really matter the logo or if the company looks legit or not. You're just making a website for a travel company. So something I really recommend, it depends on the program you're working. I'm pretty sure you can do this in every single program, maybe in different ways, creating a new layer or Command L. I really advise you to lock this layer because it will be really uncomfortable if you have to like select all the tests and then everything just goes away. So to do that, just left click and click lock, or just simply put Command or Control L on your keyboard. And yeah, just in case, I am in Mac, so the commands I'm gonna be using are definitely on Mac. So it's your job to find out if they are available on Windows, and if they are, what are they and what are they for. So now let's just click T, that's a text tool. I think that's pretty universal, and we're just gonna put Adventure Starts. That is not how you spell adventure. Let me just correct that real quick. Adventure Starts, okay? Now I believe it always gives you like this gray color. I just went with an offset white. Of course, if you have certain color schemes, or if you have one that people would like you to use, then you must use that, but it's just a fun project, so I just used an offset white. That I think this is way too gray. There we go. And then instead of Helvetica New, we're gonna use a font that, again, I'm sorry, I love this font. We're gonna use Nexa. Nexa is paid. I'm pretty sure there's ways to get it for free. I'm not gonna tell you that though. But yeah, I just love that font. Any font that's kind of modern will work. I'm pretty sure Gotham will work. I'm not sure Babbage New will work because it's like very compacted and stuff. But just find a font you like and that has at least two. So like it's light and regular, or regular bold, or bold super bold, or whatever. Just make sure it has different ones, because that's some of the point we're gonna be working on, and we're gonna be playing with hierarchy. So we're just gonna duplicate this text, right? Make sure it's in the total middle of your canvas, and then just put with us, or again, whatever you want to put. So in Adobe XD, you can just drag this and it will do Shift and Alt for you already. So you're just dragging it to a point that you think looks nice, and this doesn't really look that good, the same being the same height and the same everything. So Nexa does have two. Nexa has Nexa Light and Nexa Bold. That's why I really like this font, because I can play a lot with hierarchy and stuff like that, so that's what I like about it. And then with this, you can already see that the hierarchy is present, right? With us, right, it's way bigger than Adventure Starts, and it is bolder. So basically what this does is that it tells you where to look. Now this is very important in web design, and in any kind of graphic design. You need to drive the attention, right, to a certain point. Because if you don't have something that brings attention to the person that's looking, in some cases, not in all of them though, but in some cases you will fail to do the design that you were asked to do. So just make sure to do that. Make sure to drive the attention, even if it's a business card, right? Even if it's a website, it's a logo. In logos, it's pretty similar. You put like the text in bold and then the tagline in light or in italic or something like that. And that's what you should do in websites and in every single kind of design as well. In business cards, true, you put like the text, like the name of the person in bold, and then you put what they do in light or stuff like that. So just have that there. I really like it. So if we look at the other one, that's way zoomed out, but the same hierarchy effect, right, was put in the name travel table. Now again, this is not a fully designed logo. Did I just quit it? Nice. Okay, no, it's there. Chillax, dog. Okay, so like, the logo is it's a very simple logo. It's nothing much going on with the logo. It's just a generic logo. But I did do it in Adobe XD itself. Now, you would use Adobe Illustrator, which is right here down the dock. Or if you don't have Adobe Illustrator, I do not recommend it, but do it in Photoshop. Make sure everything you're doing is vector. Don't drag like stocks or like never rasterize the path. Work with smart objects and stuff to make sure that it is vector. So once you're done with this, adventure starts with us. Now make sure it's centered of the canvas, because again, it draws attention to what you want. And now let's just zoom in this part because we need to work on the logo. Travel Table is the name of the company we are working for. You cannot see my air quotes, but I'm guessing you may believe that. And then Travel Table. Now again, the hierarchy is not that good in that logo, so what I did while I was designing and chilling and designing, and you know all of that drill, listening to my music and stuff, I just went ahead and put it light, travel. And again, this is very confusing because some people, like Toy Store High Castle or something, I don't know, they put Toy Story, like Toy Store, sorry, Toy Store in bold, and it draws all the attention to a generic thing, Toy Store, right? But it should be focused on the name, on what makes the brand unique. Now I didn't put travel in bold. What's the reason for that? Because there's many travel companies. There's, I don't know, TripAdvisor, and there's probably a travel advisor or something like that. But this is Travel Table, so we put it on a table, right? We put everything you want on the table for you, and you can serve it on your own, and you can have a great vacation with us putting it on your table. And that's at least what we were looking for. So now what you want to do is you're gonna duplicate this text using Alt and Shift, and we're gonna do these sections. Now many people do sections in very different ways. I just rather do it in like, you know, space, 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 text, space, 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 space. Make sure it's the same amount of spaces. So let me just see the 3 ones I added right over here. That's Travel Now, Shop, About Us. So let's just put Travel Now. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna use the spaces, alright? So 1, 2, and it's gonna make a dot. Just delete and start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And About Us. Now, like, when I'm doing these tutorials, when I'm showing you something boring, I really like to, like, give you some tips or something, or whatever. But, you know, I need to do something first here. And to make sure they are aligned in the same place, I always like to add a rectangle. No matter what program I'm designing with, I like to add a rectangle and then just drag it the other way and then match it around. So once we're doing that, I would like to explain why I use Adobe XD. Now Adobe XD, I believe it's free, you can get it for sure. But basically I use this because I'm already Creative Cloud member, right? And I just don't want to download a sketch or anything like that, and I didn't want to use Photoshop, so I just looked into Adobe XD, and I really like it. It's kind of Adobe Illustrator, and I just don't really like the Command T in Photoshop, to be honest. But yeah, I just really like this, and they like the Adobe XD is super simple. I heard a sketch does have like a dark mode, and I'm still looking forward to that in Adobe XD, but whatever. So now you may have a UI kit if you're that kind of person, But I just like to do the icons for myself because I really enjoy iconography. So we're just gonna take the pencil, right? We're gonna press shift, press down, go like wherever you feel it's good. We're gonna click there, and then you just do the exact same thing in the opposite side. And once it's aligned, just click. Now I believe I have no idea how I put it, or like this stroke I put it in. No way, this is Photoshop. Chillax, dog. Untitled 1. I put it the same way, of course, and with a size of 5. So now we're gonna take this color, our beautiful offset. Now it's always better to use offset than 100% white. Pro tip. Like, definite pro tip. Most of the designs I look at, and they're just generic, they're bad because of, you know, the colors, right? And they're probably generic. It's just a blue color scheme. That's literally everything in the market right now. Everything's blue color scheme. And it has 100% white on it, or 100% black, and I don't really like that. So yeah, once I was talking about that stuff, I made an icon which definitely signs that down there is stuff. So now what you have to do, right? I don't know. I wasn't planning to do this, but like whatever. So now what you need to do is make another one, right? I was not planning to do this, mate, but whatever. We're just gonna do it. But why not? We're gonna unlock this. We're just gonna put this over here, and then I guess we could put like, glad you can join us. No, glad you can join us. If you don't know what I'm about to do, then I'm not sure you deserve the designer prize. And then let's just, you know, you should add a bottom and stuff, but I'm gonna teach you how to do that in another video. So once you have done that, if you may add a button, and you may continue the expansive one of prototyping, then just go to here to the prototype tab, and then just click on the arrow. Let's link it up to tap. The transition should be the animation, right? Sorry, it will be slide up. Gonna ease it out, is in and out, and then we're just gonna put it like at 1 second, and then let's play this. Hold on. Something's not working. That's nice. And then choose artboard, this one, and now there. That's a very nice prototyping, and it shows the programmer, right, what to do. So just imagine you're in this website, right? Ooh, adventure starts with us. This is pretty nice, and this is a good way to visualize if it looks like a website or not. Now I'm guessing these things are way too big, so I'm just gonna resize it. And then we're just gonna delete this. Just duplicate it right over there. I was not planning to do this, but you know, now that we're here, and longer videos make better watch time. Now we're gonna do this, and then you see now it kind of looks like a website. Travel now, shop, about us, and then you have the arrow, right? This arrow should be like, you know, going up. But like whatever, right? So like their arrow, right, then goes, and the animation goes like that. You may add another background, for example, and then you may do the same gradient with that. But we are going to try something, because why not? Let's go to Unsplash and let's get another picture. This is kind of fun. I wasn't expecting to do this, just pointing that out. Let's just look for travel, and let's just download this one. Alright, now let's go to Photoshop. Let's delete this one, and then just put this one in, resize it to fit the canvas, let's put a gradient overlay, but in this case, we're gonna make it red. Not that red. Like the same here, or just like that. Or like a more orangey kind of thing. Right over there. Let's export it. Again, I was not expecting to do this. This is like extremely spontaneous. Oh yeah, Adobe XD. Let's delete this image. Let's unlock that image. What is that? 1 or 2? Whoa, what happened? Where did one go? Alright, that's nice. If you know what happened, then like, tell me. I'm just gonna... This is what I like about my videos. See, they're like totally improvised. And I'm just rambling on about me. Alright, we're gonna put the background image 2 in the second artboard. And we're gonna send it backward. We're gonna send it to back. Alright, I don't see that's the best contrast though. Let's put glad, as we did, glad you can. Join us. Right over there. And let's add a button that says in the offset white we have without a border. Let's just write book now. And let's make that a offset black. This second page is not looking the best. Let's lock this layer and then just drag this into the middle. Alright, now so you're done, go to prototype, go right over here, link, tap, we're gonna slide up, 1 second is in out, and then there we go. Now we go here, and then we go, adventure starts with us, the website, oh yeah, this is really cool, this designer is really awesome. And then they go, ooh, what's this? And it goes to a totally different page. Glad you can join us. And this all with the gradient styles, right? And then you can do one for book now, and if there's more, then you can definitely add more. But this just helps the programmer understand what he needs to do in different positions, right? So you can literally prototype a bunch of stuff in one artboard. If you want to prototype the logo, if you want to prototype the sidebars, if you want to prototype this, if you want to prototype this button, then you can. That's why I really like XD, because you can prototype. I'm not sure it's in a sketch you can prototype. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, and if you do a mobile app, you can download it on your phone and then do it there. I just really like, you know, this. So in this case, with a clean gradient, right, we had adventure starts with us, right? And then when you go down here, this transition comes in, and then a red gradient comes up, a different gradient, which is the same travel theme, and it all looks nice. I probably center the image to the book now, but you know, just stuffs. And that has been all. If you have enjoyed this video, then make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to become a Sacoz Poller, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at SacozYT, and I am out. Peace.
Lazy on that beat.